لا سيما أبا الحسن علي، له في الحرب مرتبة تهاب إذ طلبت صوارمه نفوسا، فليس لها سوى نعم جواب طعام حسامه مهج الأعادي، وفيض دم الرقاب له شراب، وضربته كبيعته عمرو بن العاص السيد، وضربته كبيعته بخم معاقدها من الناس الرقاب، هو البكاء في المحراب ليلا، هو الضحاك إذا اشتد الضراب، هو النبأ العظيم وفلك نوح وباب الله وانقطع الخطاب. I end on this note, brothers and sisters. I'd just like to put an attention before we continue in these few nights, inshallah, understanding the message that the Prophet gave to Imam Ali alayhi salam and what Hussein stood for. I give you from a show, a TV show, that analyzes, they're not even Muslim, and that analyzes Karbala. And I'm sure many of you have come across this, that he comes forth and he tells a person in his chair, in the throne, he tells a person in front of him, he says, do you read books? He says, I hate books. He says, it's knowledge. He says, I hate the understanding of knowledge. He says, okay. He says, my favorite book is Karbala. He says, when was this? He says, Karbala was 1400 years ago. He says, how does it apply today? How does Karbala apply to us today? He says, well, that's easy, and that's why it's my favorite book. He says it applies on a daily basis. كل أرض كربلاء وكل يوم ashura. I said, what do you mean? How does it apply? He says, I put myself at the current state, if I was in Karbala, based on what I have done, what a'mal, what acts I have brought forth to the religion, what kind of ethics and morality I have at the time, and what mindset I have. And think to myself, if I was in Karbala, would I be in the side of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, or would my actions lead me to be part of the enemies of Ahlul Bayt, being on Yazid's side? And that's the question. Where are we at now, and what do we aim to achieve? To be amongst the soldiers of Imam Mahdi Ajalallah Faraj. I leave you with this to ponder upon until tomorrow, inshallah, when we shall talk about the role models of Islam. Who should our role models be, and who is not our role models? I end with this. May Allah grant us to be amongst the soldiers of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, and grant us paradise, and grant us Amir al-Mu'mineen to be parts of the people on Kawthar that he serves with his hand. I end with this. Please recite Al-Fatiha, but before it, aloud salawat ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.